we like to put the headphones on,
Yeah.
like before the big game and listen to the music.
Yeah.
What the did you do when the headphones come off, bro? It's you in your own mind.
There was a 20-year study done at Harvard. It said that your physical health is determined more by your relationships than the food you eat, the exercise program you're on, or the genes that you have inherited.
Whether we like it or not, the people around us are affecting how we see ourselves and how we wish to be seen. I think it's everyone we come into contact with that gives us the icing, that gives us the shape, that gives us the dynamic texture that makes us who we are, you know? And so I strangely enough, I feel like it's all of these people that I was lucky enough or unlucky enough to bump into that gave me a little bit of that texture and shape. And I think that's the same for everyone, you know? And that's probably why I'm so conscious of choosing my friends, because I think that's me actively choosing the people who are going to keep shaping me as I live my life.
Show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
That's one of your top
It is.
3 pieces.
Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You want to know why you're all up? Just look at the bums you hang around with.
Who are you hanging out with? Do they make you feel good and motivated, or drained and maybe a little sick? Listen, if you want to catch the flu, what do? You hang out with somebody with the flu. Well, if you want to catch a happy, optimistic attitude about life, then you got to hang around people with happy, optimistic attitudes about life so you can catch it. Who are you hanging out with? Who are your best friends? You want to know the definition of a best friend? It should be someone who brings the best out of you.
You've got to upgrade your friends. It ain't nothing bad. You just got to upgrade people in your life. But if you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group. You cannot be the go-to person in the group.
How do you define a bad friend? Like, how do you know? How do you spot one?
I don't think you spot them. I think you feel it, you know? And I think it's a lot easier for us to spot than we think it is. One of the easiest ones is, can you be yourself? You know, and sometimes they're not a bad friend. They're a bad friend for you because you are not revealing yourself to them. And so they are being friends with the idea of you, but they're not being friends with you. And what I learned very early on was like the value of good friendships.
Here's how you know if someone's your friend. A, you can tell them bad news and they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you know, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you and how something worse happened to them once and, you know, derail the whole conversation. You can actually tell them bad news and they'll listen. So that's a good thing. And then this is a weirder thing. You can tell them good news and they'll help you celebrate. And that's a really good way of deciding who you should have around you, because if you have someone around you, you know, something good happens to you and you're kind of afraid to even admit it because, you know, God, something good happened to you. It's like, you let that be known and it'll certainly be taken away. So, you know, you come out and you sort of tell someone half-heartedly that something good happened to you and they give you a whack and then talk about, you know, the great thing that happened to them 3 years ago, or worse, the great thing that happened to someone that they knew 3 years ago.
I shut out a lot of noise. I only have people in my life that need to be there. If you don't need to be in my life, I'm not about acquiring more friends. I'm not about noise. I'm about, okay, are you trying to go somewhere? You can jump on board. If not, I don't want to hear all your problems. Do you have a solution for your problem? That's what I'm all about right now. As you're trying to fix yourself and dig yourself out of this deep hole that life, society, and you helped also. Those people who you saw down there in that hole who were there with you, who were your friends and people who you counted on, because you meet the people in the same situation that you're in life. Those people become your friends. And the second you try to get out of that situation and become better, those people are in that grave, in that dungeon, just yanking at your heels, man, saying, come on back here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna make me feel like you getting out of this hole.
And failure validates their own cowardice. Right? So when you go out and you try the business and the thing and you fail, they're like, phew, I don't look like an idiot for not trying myself. See, Jim over here, he failed. So I don't have to try. That's why I can live this miserable job that I'm afraid to quit or whatever.
It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life. People who don't want anything, people who are not striving, people who are not challenging themselves, people who aren't growing, people who have stopped dreaming.
Like, go away from that person. They're not helpful to you. and they're not helpful to themselves either. And so you want to surround yourself, you got to think about this. You got to surround yourself with people who want the best for the best part of you. You can hang around with weasels and losers that are trying to pull you down to justify the fact that they're spiraling downhill as well. And you know, the upside of that is you don't have to have any responsibility, and you can all whine about how wretched life is, you know, so that's pretty attractive. But I would say it's also a bad medium to long-term plan. And so it's acceptable and desirable to try to surround yourself with people who are facilitating your development. You know, and you might say, well, I've got people around, I know them well, you know, they're not doing that well, and they don't fit into that category. It's like, what's your point? What are you going to do with them exactly? If they'll listen and cooperate with you and move towards a better future, great. If they don't pay any attention and they keep doing the same damn things over and over and they're not going anywhere and it's painful, then maybe the proper thing to do is say, you just have your misery. I'll go off and have my life. And maybe you'll wake up at some point in the future and think that's a better way of being. Because just putting up with it is, well, they call that enabling, right? You put up with that sort of behavior, you're providing tacit consent for it and even tacit approval. It's like, it's a bad idea. You have, I would say, both the right and the responsibility to surround yourself with people who are good for the best part of you.
It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more.
I really appreciated the people who would come into my life and what they would teach me, and you know what they would remind me of myself, which is like an important thing to me. I think fundamentally that's what great friendship is somebody who sees a part of you that you wish to grow more of, and then every time you're meeting with them, they're encouraging it and they're reminding you of it.
Friendship means I could do 1,000 things for someone and they do nothing for me. But I walk around with the absolute confidence that the one day that I need something, I know without a shadow of a doubt they'll be there. It's not an equation and it's not a transaction, it's a feeling. And the way you get that feeling is with investing. You invest in that friendship and you build the confidence that they'll be there for you. And if you don't have the confidence, I strongly suggest you have a very uncomfortable conversation with your friend.
A friend of mine actually said to me on a trip recently, she said, in successful spaces, oftentimes people will use the word sacrifice. You know, we heard many people, we heard Martin, we had so many people up on the stage saying sacrifice, 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 sacrifice. And she said one of the most powerful things ever to me. She said, when we say we've sacrificed something for our career, we shouldn't be afraid to put a name to who that sacrifice was, because oftentimes it was the people in our lives that we call friends.
Yeah.
What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to forgo? It's unreal how much time you waste during the day. And most of it is on these computers, phones, you know, Instagramming back and forth, whatever nowadays, tweeting and texting. We waste so much time on our little gadgets. It's unreal. And we talk about we have no time. I'm very fortunate that I grew up at a time when there was no phones and there was no social media. And I suggest, yes, I'm on social media on a very limited basis because I have a story to tell. And it's a great platform. Use it as a platform. Don't use it as your life. You have to quiet all of the phones and social media and all the negativity of the world to get to even hear your own self have a self-talk. You can't have self-talk if you're hearing someone else's dialogue and what they're putting out on social media, how they want you to act, how they want you to dress, how they want you to talk. Everything out there is you're trying to keep up with somebody. You're not trying to find your own self. So you have to clear away all the crap. And how you clear away the crap to even get to your self-talk is you have to get all of the noise of all the crap of the world out of your head. If you can, for the rest of your life, live inside of yourself, stop listening to people who are calling you fat, gay, transsexual. Everything that is makes no sense. All these insecure people putting their insecurities on you, you got to flush it out. You got to just be whoever the hell God or whoever the hell you believe in. If you believe in nothing but yourself, I don't care what it is. You got to take everything and throw it away. You have to believe in one thing, and that is yourself. The biggest advice is shut off your phones, shut off all technology, find a dark, quiet place for you to think. You have to think first. Silence the noise out of this world and to find it. And to find it because it's out there, but it's going to take hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's going to take all the non-cognitive skills. The second you look at your phone, the second you turn the TV on, you're in a battle. All this negativity is coming at you. But if you're able to fuel yourself in the morning, win the war in the morning so you have the strength to face what you're going to face in the world. The world's going to come at you with lefts and rights. You have to have the right kind of mentality.
It's so easy to distract yourself.
Yes, it is.
You don't ever have to be bored again with these things in our pockets.
No, but the one thing I'm most scared of in the world is losing touch with the best thing in the world is your mind. Your mindset, how you can picture yourself, how you can focus, how you can drive, how you can put yourself in so many situations to get out of it. Because those headphones we listen to, those phones that we Google to find information, there's so many situations in my life where that's not going to help me. It's not going to help me.
And you're able to just turn that off.
So fast, because I know what's helped me. None of that stuff's ever helped me. Mm-hmm. None of that stuff's ever helped me. What has helped me has been me alone, getting my shit together and being accountable for who I'm not and who I want to be. You have to take your day and write down this one day. Everything you do, write that down, and you're like, my God, I am wasting so much time on frivolous and funny. I mean, it will, if it doesn't infuriate you, it should. Because there's so much time. I can't get it in. Look at your schedule. You just wasted 7 hours today on. I mean, and you don't have an hour a day to try to get something in for yourself. Get back to work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the mental lab. You've got to sit down like I had to do around your age and think about what the do you want to be? What do you want to do? How does that look like? Because how the discipline when you don't know where to put that?
Right.
That makes sense?
Yes.
You ain't gonna have no discipline. You're like, I don't know what I want to do, so you should wake up and just arbitrary wake the up and just start getting after it? No. You gotta have order, plans, goals, destinies, journeys. There's so many people that fail in this world to figure out their purpose in life. Where do I go? Because to grow that, while you may not look like me, how my daily life looks, it don't look fun. It don't look fun. So it's a choice that people have to make in life. But what's so funny about it is even the richest of rich, who have everything, they always ask me this question. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't feel like I'm missing. I don't have what you all have, but you'll never in my life hear me tell you I'm missing something. Everybody is. They're missing this feeling. I found it. Most people are missing something because there's so much trapped in there. I don't even want to say potential. I think that's word used out too much too. There's so much in you that God or wherever the hell you believe in, or if you're atheist, in you that you have not unlocked. That you walk around with this gorgeous wife or great husband and all this money. You're like, God, I feel like I'm missing something. So many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. I have to be very present in everything I do. Like right now, I'm with Rich Roll. I'm not thinking about it, but Rich Roll. And what the out of your mouth right now. That's what gives me a huge advantage in life, especially today, in this day and age, with so much going so fast and everybody wants to keep everything going, everything up and everything. I want to be the greatest multitasker of all time. Not me. If I put my 100% into what's in front of me, I will destroy it. If I'm out here just multitasking, I'm going to half-ass everything I do. So it is the most important thing in the world to me is being focused at the task at hand. I don't travel with my phone.
Oh,
Yeah, my phone does not go with me anywhere.
Why is that?
Once again, man, like right now, I'm with you. A lot of times people are in conversations or they're somewhere and they're elsewhere. You may think they're with you, but they're not. That phone is the biggest distraction in the world. When it comes time for the phone, I'm on the phone. When not, I don't use it. I'm all about being present where I'm at. I was on a podcast one time and this dude goes, "You were blessed with a strong mind." Like, the hell are you talking about? I was blessed with a strong mind. That's something that you have to develop. You develop that. Go home, shut your phone off, shut the fucking TVs off, shut the world off, and tune into you. And then when you think, you have to think, okay, what's my purpose in life? From your purpose, now you found, okay, I found my purpose. What are my goals now? Okay, you find your goals. Now you got to sit down and plan. Plan, how am I going to accomplish these goals? Then from there, the hardest part is you have to put the action in. And that's where everybody fails, is the action part. But you have to quiet the noise. We like to put the headphones on, like before the big game, and listen to the music.
Yeah.
What the did you do when the headphones come off, bro? It's you in your own mind.
Did you see that it was a guy who removed people's phones from their hands? It was a photographer who went around, I think it was maybe New York City, and he took photos of people and then CGI'd the phones out. You know, you're talking about, imagine if there was this thing and it made you stare at your hand. He actually did it. So it shows just how absurd it is. You know, you've got an entire train carriage on the subway on the underground.
And everyone's staring at their hand.
And it's just people staring down at their hands.
Oh, wow. Oh, those people just sitting there staring. Oh, that's so crazy.
Go back, Jamie, go back up to that one of the kid.
Wow.
Real how much time you waste during the day. And most of it is on these computers, phones, you know, Instagramming back and forth, whatever the you call it nowadays, tweeting and texting. We waste so much time on our little gadgets.
They can't put it down because it's the drug. It's the dopamine they need. They fiend for it.
Well, they don't have good control of their consciousness. They don't have good control of their intention and their mindset. It's a real problem with people because the thing that's compelling to them they can't avoid. The thing that's compelling is what are people saying? What are they doing? What are they commenting? What are they posting? I got to read it. I got to respond. I got to go back and forth. I have to have the best response. I have to this. I have to that.
No. You can either A, right, sacrifice temporary fun for permanent dreams, or sacrifice your permanent dreams for temporary fun. And the reality is a lot of you guys are willing to sacrifice your permanent dreams for some temporary fun.
Yeah.
And that temporary fun is never going to get you fucking anywhere.
And then there's people that are addicted to TikTok. They're just scrolling like mindlessly like robots,
Zombies.
watching things happen. And they're not doing anything. And you've lost hours of your time. You've absorbed nothing. You've got no information. There's no net benefit to what you've done. And it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. So many people are doing it. It's wild to watch my kids, like with TikTok, watch them stare at their phones and going through it. I'm like, hey, that's the devil. Put that thing down.
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting out of that? You're not getting anything out of that.
So for me, I just try to eliminate as many distractions as possible. So how do you attain monastic levels of flow and focus? Eliminate as many distractions as you can and get to a point where you don't need the dopamine rushes of social media. And on this phone has Strides, Trello, Bear, which is my note-taking app, Aura, and Uber. And that's it.
The biggest thing that I hear, and I know you must hear constantly every single day, is like, I don't have time, man. You don't know my life. I got this, I got that, I got this.
Yep.
It's not going to happen for me.
Right. What you don't have is you haven't prioritized your life correctly. We all have time. We all have time. You have to take your day and write down this one day. Everything you do, write that down. And you're like, my God, I am wasting so much time on frivolous bullshit. It's not even funny. I mean, it will, if it doesn't infuriate you, it should. Because there's so much time. I can't get it in. Look at your schedule. You just wasted 7 hours today. what you've done wrong is that you didn't prioritize yourself. You didn't prioritize that, look, I got to get up and win this war today against myself. I need to look better. I need to feel better. I need to eat better. I need to prioritize time. Having a routine for success is very important, because without having those habits in those certain disciplines in life, you kind of just live life, haphazard. You don't really have the schedule. And with that schedule and with those habits, that's what builds that discipline for you to accomplish your goals and your dreams.
Get a routine. Get up every day at the same time. Go to bed at the same time. Establish disciplined habits. And that will help a lot. Schedule. And here's how to use a schedule. Use a calendar. Use Google Calendar, but don't use it as a tyrant. You want to use a calendar as if it's your confidant and advisor. And what you want to do is use the calendar, sit down and open the calendar and think, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to design a week of days that I would really like to have. Okay, so what's the rule with the schedule? It's not a bloody prison. That's the first thing that people do wrong. They say, well, I don't like to follow a schedule. Well, it's like, well, what kind of schedule are you setting up? Well, I have to do this, then I have to do this, then I have to do this, and then I just go play video games, because who wants to do all these things that I have to do? It's like, wrong. Set the damn schedule up so that you have the day you want. That's the trick. It's like, okay, I've got tomorrow. If I was going to set it up so it was the best possible day I could have, practically speaking, what would it look like?
Yeah. Doing the same thing every day, same routine, same drive to work.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel that what you're sharing is, that's easy for anyone to do. It's not like, oh, because you're Kobe Bryant, you don't feel that. Everyone gets into that.
Sure.
You're able to find these creative outlets.
Yeah, well, creativity isn't everything, even in consistent, what I found is creativity a lot of time comes from structure.
I agree. I'm so glad you said that.
You have those parameters and the structure, then within that you can be creative. But if you don't have the structure, you're just aimlessly doing stuff.
The best way to get the optimum results out of your day is to plan your day the night before. There are two reasons for this. Too often during the day, we're just responding to everyone else's needs instead of doing our intended plan. So if you don't have a plan, you're guaranteed not to be doing what you want to do. You'll be responding to other people. The second reason for planning your day the night before is you can rationally decide what you're going to do at what time of the day. Too often people just work from a to-do list. What you want is to schedule exactly what you're going to do at what time. Schedule how long you think it's going to take.
Every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes in execution or getting the job done. So the most important thing you can do is plan your day, preferably the night before. Sit down with a piece of paper and write down everything that you have to do the coming day. It should be the last thing you do at the end of the day.
And by doing it the night before, here's the payoff. All night long, your unconscious and subconscious mind is going to be working on how to make that happen. It's going to be coming up with creative ideas, pulling information from your past memory into the present so you can utilize it, and literally planning your perfect day. It's like having an employee working for you all night long. If you do it in the morning, you don't get that benefit. And then start to work your plan.
Having a clear structure of understanding, okay, this morning I'm going to, when I was writing a Wizard Art series and outlining Legacy, I come in the morning, 7 a.m., and I'm there. I'm writing backstory from 7 to 12, then go pick up my kids, and then I come right back and I'm writing again. So within that structure, my mind when I go to sleep is already planning of what the next day is going to be, because I know, what it is I have to do. It's that consistency and structure.
Set a time to train at that time. Set a time to go to sleep at that time. Set a time to get up at that time. Don't tell yourself you need to do something and then don't do it.
Because the more discipline you have in your life, the more freedom you will end up with. So if you lack the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up being a slave to disease. If you lack the discipline to work hard, save your money, you will end up a slave to finances. If you lack the discipline to manage your time correctly, you will end up with no free time. if you have self-discipline, if you have the discipline to save your money and work hard and invest your money properly, if you have the discipline to manage your time correctly and not waste a bunch of time, if you have the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up with freedom.
Get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day, and do that for 20 years, what do you have?
Just doing it every day.
Yes, every day.
Do you ever wake up and you say, I don't want to do it today?
I fight against my mind. Yes, sometimes it's happened. We are all human beings. We are not happy every day. We are, not in a good mood every day. It's normal. It's part of us.
What do you do to overcome that?
I fight against that. It's the big challenge. It's when you're not willing to do something, but you have to do it. The most important thing is the consistency. If you have consistency, you're going to be good in the future, or you're going to be better than other ones in the future. This is my opinion. Sometimes you don't want to go to the gym. Of course, no. Sometimes I don't go to but I go because I have a compromise with myself. But I'm not go happy every day. You think I'm wake up off the bed every day happy, or with my wife or with my kids? Sometimes I'm not, but it's part of our time. We are both the same. We feel this every time. To mention again, the most important thing is to have a routine, consistency.